Peace family, Conjure Queen here. And in this segment, I want to talk about a lot of things that spiritualists don't really talk about. And you know what? It's something that I didn't even know about before I embarked upon this journey. So I want to talk about some of the things that I wish I knew before I embarked upon this spiritual journey. Okay. So one thing that I'm going to say is that this spiritual healing journey is anything but pretty. It's anything but cute. And when people be out here acting like this shit is all love and light and sweet, I be like, yo, you are fronting, okay? Because when you really do the work, listen, anybody in here that's watching this right now, let me know in the comments. Like, let me know, is this spiritual shit easy for y'all? Because I feel like when you really doing the work, you really have to go through the dark nights of the soul. Like, I'm talking about, like, when you're going on a spiritual journey, you have to make sure that you're maintaining your mental health, your emotional health, like your physical health, because the spiritual is tied into all of these things. And what I realized is that, you know, when we, like, most of the people that tune into my lives, my channel, like, we are all like high level thinking beings, right? Like, we know that there is more to life than this superficial shit. And so a lot of the times, because we have high vibrating minds, we like to think about abstract ideas, right? Abstract concepts. But a lot of the times we're not really focusing on like the everyday mundane things that still are important. We forget that we're still having a human experience and we are inside of this human body. We forget that we're really just an eternal soul, just experiencing being an individual at this time in this matrix. And the reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because a lot of the times we like to read books upon like alchemy. We like to read books and learn about like the ancient dead languages. We want to learn about magic. We want to learn about how to summon all of these powerful energies and entities. But a lot of us don't even know how to have a simple, healthy relationship. Let's talk about that. A lot of us want to focus so much on these abstract ideas instead of really just focusing on ourselves. And sometimes when we go to our ancestors, we go to our spirit guides and we ask them, you know, these high level questions, or like these questions about the universe and these questions about like philosophy and all these crazy things, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with thinking bigger than the basic things. But also you got to realize, like, yo, if you have a weak foundation, then everything else from that is also going to be weak. And what is that foundation that we're talking about? We are talking about you. You are the foundation. Everything goes back to self. Everything goes back to source. You are literally, like, your universe is basically centered around you. And if you don't even know how to love yourself, how can you teach people how to love you? If you don't have boundaries, if you don't understand boundaries, how are you sitting here trying to summon demons and angels and entities and fairies and ancestors when you don't even have boundaries on human beings? And then you trying to deal with these higher level jinn and these super intelligent beings. If you don't know how to handle humans, how you going to handle these spirits? If you don't know how to control your emotions, how are you going to be able to control or sustain these natural energies in order to channel and make manifestations? You understand that emotions is energy in motion. And when we don't know how to even control our own emotions or what's going on inside of us, how are we going to really try to sit here and create outcomes outside? Sometimes we really got to just dig deeper and realize, like, yo, sometimes it's really not that deep. Sometimes the answer can be so simple. Sometimes some people, they can't tap into their spiritual gifts because they're not drinking enough water. Right? Some people be like, I'm not having dreams. I can't communicate with my ancestors. I feel like my gifts are weak. Why? You're not drinking water. Water is very spiritual. And especially with all of these cosmic energies hitting the planet right now, like, yo, we have a retrograde, like we have freaking an eclipse, like we got a full moon coming up, a full moon in Scorpio. And you guys know Scorpio is heavy, intense energy, all about the emotions, all about transformation, metamorphosis. So everything that's going on right now, and a lot of people are going through it, like they're going inside of their souls. They're doing the healing. A lot of traumas and past things are coming up. And it's like, yo, like, really, to be honest, I feel like as spiritualists, we also have to start talking about like human issues that we have. Like, I get it. Like, you know, I think that we need to start talking more about mental health, and also talking about like our love languages, and talking about like our traumas, talking about our fears, talking about our ambitions and goals, and really kind of like ungutting and unrooting those problems, those deep embedded seeds. Because honestly, and I'm telling you this now, a lot of people come into the spiritual journey leaving the church, but still have that church mentality, being indoctrinated, right? Still looking for somebody to save you, a Christ figure, right? A Messiah. And you know what? Sometimes it may not even be it may not be Jesus. It may not be Muhammad, right? It may not be Buddha. It may not be these particular entities or deities or beings. Sometimes we can make a person a Messiah. Sometimes we can make an addiction a Messiah, something that we think it saves us, or it takes us away from our pain and suffering. It takes us and it distracts us away from what we need to focus on. But sometimes pain is not necessarily a bad thing. I think that pain sometimes is necessary because it's God or spirit or the universe's way of shaking us up and redirecting us on where we really need to be. You feel me? Like, everybody right now, I really feel like we're all going through a universal purging, a universal cleansing right now. And anybody, like, listen, if you've been feeling these energies, if you've been feeling like something is making you go through some type of a transformation right now, if you've been feeling like you've been tested, yo, like, drop it below, drop it in the comments, guys. Talk to me, let me know, because, yo, these energies are so powerful. And one thing I can say is right now, you really want to tap in. You really want to, like, take time to be with self and really ask self, like, yo, what is going on? Right? Like, you know, analyzing the people around you, because with that eclipse that came, eclipses represents endings. And a lot of the times, like, you know, when we're under a lot of stress, we like to cling on to things that make us feel safe and comfortable. But is this a false sense of security, or is this really healthy? Is this really what you need right now? Come on, y'all. Like, we know that we're in the matrix. We understand that this is the world of illusions, but we have to also know when it's time to let go of things, people, situations, addictions, and ways of thinking, old systems that don't serve us anymore. It doesn't serve us anymore. So why are we still holding on to these outdated ways of being? This is why we're feeling pain. The universe is redirecting us and saying, no, this is old now. Let this go. Let this go. It's so many things that's changing on so many different levels, on a macrocosm and a microcosm. And I'm telling you, like, after this full moon is over, after this moon cycle is over, like, you're going to be a completely different person. You're going to be transformed. You're going to be changed. Something in your life is going to be drastically different, so get ready for it. And this is happening to everybody right now. Like, this is a macrocosmic thing. Big things, big changes, big transformations, like governments changing. Like, I'm talking about, like, not just like on our interpersonal level, like interpersonal relationships, but a lot of people that's watching this right now, I'm telling you right now, like, even when it comes to the workplace, you may not even want to be at the same career or the same job that you're in. Understand that if you've been having issues with work, if you've been having issues with your job, with career, whatever, the universe is redirecting you, saying that maybe you need to tweak some things. Maybe this is not serving you anymore. Maybe you're just staying here because you're comfortable, but you know that you could be doing more. A lot of people that's watching this right now, you play small. You play small because you've been so used to dimming your light to make everybody else around you feel comfortable. But it's like now what's happening is that you're starting to feel uncomfortable. And I always say this. Somebody once told me, they said, yo, You cannot change a person. A person only changes when they get sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's when they can't take it anymore. It's when they're done. That's the only way people will change, is when they're just fed up with their own bullshit. And sometimes we be in our own way. Let's be real. We like to project. We like to blame other people for our insecurities, but nobody can hurt you without your permission. Right? We can't control how people think, how they feel about us, what they do to us. We can only control what we say, how we feel, what we think, what we do. You feel me? We're in control of our universe. We're in control of who's in our circle. We're in control of what we feed and what feeds us. What are you consuming? Be aware of what you're consuming, whether this is social media, whether this is food, whether this is whatever type of information that your consciousness and subconsciousness is absorbing. Understand that that is becoming your reality. You are what you eat. You are what you consume. We got to have these deep level conversations, family, because I feel as though we are moving into a great purge right now. And listen, anybody else in here been feeling like, yo, I feel like a need to eat cleaner. I feel like when I try to eat unhealthy, my stomach is not handling that right now. My body is like, no, we're not doing that. No, we're not eating those no more. No, we're not doing that. We got to start eating healthy now. We got to start raising our vibration, because there's something that's big that's happening right now where the universe is just kind of like, nah, you can't do that. No, that habit right there, no. Cut it out right now. Because I feel like right now, I got to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Like I'm thirsty a lot. I'm hydrating like crazy. I'm not even drinking alcohol. Like little things is making me, I'm very sensitive to things right now. It's like, yo, my stomach is just not holding it down. It could be my favorite food, and it's like, yo, I'm nauseous. Like even the smell, like my sense of smell. Anybody else in here? My sense of smell is so strong right now. Everything, my senses are heightened. My emotions are heightened. Super sensitive. There's a lot of stuff that's happening right now. And I feel as though these are ascension symptoms. And and I've been tapping into myself, and y'all know, like being an introvert, like we spend a lot of time with self. We spend a lot of time self-reflecting, journaling, focusing on us, how we're growing, where we come from, where we're going. And that's why introverts are so advanced, because we have minimal distractions. You grow when you spend time alone. You grow in the darkness. The seed does not grow outside. The seed grows inside of the soil, in the darkness, in the womb. That is what's happening right now. In those moments we have to go back into the womb, back into that darkness, into the cradle of warmth. That's why I say whenever I feel confused, I have to go into a room, close all of the doors, like turn off the lights, unplug all electronics, no sound, no light, and it's just me in darkness focusing. I'm back in the womb. I'm back in that void. I'm back into the creative sense of the universe and nothingness, to get my answer, to get back to self, away from distractions. What's happening now is that our body, a lot of us are going through Kundalini awakenings. And I be joking and I be making jokes and shit like that on my platform. I'm like, yo, my God, like, my libido's been crazy. I've been super hot and bothered, and I'm like, yo, I realize like that's a symptom of your Kundalini awakening, like going through a Kundalini awakening. And people always make it seem like we go through a awakening. Like, oh, I'm woke. I went through my awakening already. No, we go through several awakenings. You got to understand that every day when you rise up with the sun, you are a different person. You are not the same person that you was yesterday. You are not the same person that you was 7 years ago. You are not. You are an entirely different being. The way that you feel, the way that you think about yourself, like everything about you is different. And we're constantly changing and growing. This is the realm of cycles and changes. Nothing stays the same here. Everything vibrates, everything moves. And when you go against the law of nature, when you go against the law of vibration, the law of change, that means that you're stagnant. The universe does not like that. So yes, you will feel pain. Yes, you will feel force and pressure against you. Yes, you will feel opposition. That's called friction. This is basic physics. You feel me? It's pushback that you're getting. And there's some people, sometimes we have to go into that moment of rest, of inertia, of stillness. Be still. Peace, be still. Because, I'm feeling like, oh my God. Shit is crazy. What is it? I don't know why, but the Six of Swords is popping up in my head right now. The tarot card, the Six of Swords, and it's talking about going away from troubled waters. Leaving troubled waters to go into a better space. You feel me? Understand that even though right now things may not be going as you want it to, release the need to control. That's your ego that's dying. We going through an ego death. What does Scorpio represent? Death. Transformation. You have to die to be reborn, to become the phoenix. It's a Scorpio full moon that's coming up very soon. What is it? May 5th? Cinco de Mayo? Oh yeah. It's a huge rebirth that's happening on a cosmic level, universal level, micro level, macro level. Get ready for it. Because a lot of people here are going through ego deaths, going through kundalini awakenings, feeling super sexual because you're tapping into that primordial energy, source energy, serpentine energy, okay? You are tapping into your inner goddess, your inner God of who you are. There's something that's happening to us on a molecular level, spiritual level. And I feel as though all of that will soon be revealed. Full moons reveal things. Be prepared to have the truth revealed to you. I'm hearing truth being revealed. I'm hearing balancing of scales. I'm hearing manifestation is coming very soon. Very, very soon. And you're going to know all of this is going to be finalized by next moon. So all of this is happening within this moon season. Think about it. If you guys have a journal, think about what was your intention for the previous new moon. What intention did you plan? What was your mind at? What were you doing? Google it when you get a chance. When you finish watching this video, go and Google when was the last new moon and ask yourself, what was I doing at that time? Who was around me? What was my intentions? What was my head at? What was I feeling? And you planted the seed because now everything that you've been planting, thinking about, focusing on is coming into fruition, whether it was good things or bad things. You are what you focus on, what you attract, and what you consume. Pay attention to the people that have been coming into your life because they are your teachers. It's the universe teaching you. Remember, you are the universe. Everybody around you is the universe. We are all connected. The individuality is just an illusion so that we can experience our own things separately. But we're really all the same. Shit is crazy. I just want to say that understand that it's okay to go through that dark night of the soul. But remember, you don't stay in that dark place. The seed eventually has to emerge out of the darkness and reach up towards the sun and the light to get illumination. After it goes through breaking through that shell, getting out of the cocoon, rising up and flying away. You feel me? The butterfly analogy, the seed coming out of the ground analogy, that is you. Your mind is a garden. Your life is a garden. And your garden is only going to be as beautiful as you make it. People be so focused on the grass being greener on the other side. No, the grass is greener where you water it, baby. Why are you not watering your own garden? You out here watering everybody else, but that's why you not doing well, because when's the last time you watered you? I'm channeling. Spirit is, oh my God, you guys. Spirit is not playing right now. Spirit has been talking to me. Spirit has been in my ass. And I feel like, I'm honestly, everything that I'm saying right now, I'm just speaking my truth, and I'm just speaking about this journey. Like, people don't know, like, I started my platform because my platform is an online diary. It's for me to keep track of my growth. It's for me to understand, like, my emotions, what I'm feeling, what's happening on a micro and a macro, and how that relates to me and my journey, because we're all connected, as above, so below, as within, so without. Take care of your mind, your mental health. Go get therapy. Find your team. If you're a healer, every healer needs a healer. You can't always try to heal yourself. You can't do everything by yourself. Human beings are natural tribal people. We need our tribe. Find your tribe. Attract your tribe. Figure out what it is about you that is repelling the things that you need and want for your soul. Sometimes your ego and your spirit is not in harmony with each other, and that's why you're feeling pain. The only enemy is yourself. Every day we make a choice. It's an old Native American saying. Old Native American saying that says, everybody is born with two wolves. Right? There's a good wolf and there's a bad wolf. And every day they go to battle. And then they say, a young boy said, well, which wolf wins? Right? The wolf that wins is the wolf that you feed. You have to starve the wolf that has all of the negative thoughts. Because we all have negative thoughts. We all have the good, we always see it in cartoons, like the angel on the right shoulder and the devil on the left shoulder. And then you got both of them in your ear. Every day it's your consciousness throwing ideas and situations at you saying, which one will you choose? Every day we make a choice. Every choice. Every moment is a choice, and every choice that we make has consequences. Everything, the law of cause and effect. There is no such thing as coincidences. Everybody that you meet, everything that you went through, whether it was good, bad, ugly, beautiful, you created that because your soul needed that to experience that, to learn something, to grow. If you lost a job recently and you feel like financial things have been hard, it's something that you need to focus on, and that maybe that job was taking you away from your soul's mission. And that's why Spirit removed that. We get so caught up in just the human things. And yes, we have to focus on the human level things, but understand that Spirit communicates to us on this human level where we can understand. Because right now we have a human brain, right? So you got to work through this human shit in order to understand how to work through your cosmic, higher level goddess and God shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because if everything is correspondent, if we can affect something on a lower level that can also affect something on a higher level, then that means that, let's say, for instance, if I'm feeling unclear, that means that it's something that I need to do. I need to clear out my physical body. Maybe I need to do a cleanse. Maybe I need to purge myself and get rid of all the impurities inside of me so that way I can be more clear in my mind, right? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual is all connected, and our ancestors knew this. That's the problem that's wrong with Western medicine. It just focuses on the physical body. Money isn't everything, but money is a correspondence of energy. If your lower back been hurting, if you've been having stomach problems, it's something that's talking about your stability. You don't feel safe, right? Money is a currency. Money is an energy. And if your money is blocked, it's saying that your energy is not really flowing as it should right now. You got to look inside yourself. You got to look inside and say, what's going on with my root chakra? What's making me not feel safe and stable right now? Maybe I've been overworking and I haven't really been focusing on me. Am I using work as a distraction? Am I using this relationship as a distraction? Am I more so focused on other people and other situations and trying to help everybody else so I don't have to focus on me? These are conversations that we have to have with ourselves. What am I distracting myself from? What am I running away from? What do I need to focus on? Asking the real questions, because it's not that Spirit is not talking to us. Spirit is always talking to us. Like, Spirit is always here. It's just that we're so distracted. We're not tapped in. We're not listening. We're distracted. We're tuned into all of this other noise. Tap into yourself. Tap into Spirit. Tap into your truth. Listen to the messages that are coming right now. And see what resonates. And work on you. Because when you work on you, when you pour into yourself, the universe will continue to pour into you. That's just how it works, because you are the universe. Understand that. When you're neglecting yourself, the universe will neglect you. The universe will send you people that will neglect you. The universe will send people to you that will trigger you. Just so that you can realize nobody else has the answer but you. You got to invest in yourself. It's time that we invest in ourselves. Well, we in Taurus season right now, right? Talking about the goddess Heteru. She's all about love. Or Set. She's all about love. Oshun. She's all about love. Like the mother goddess energy is here. May is coming. Why do you think they have Mother's Day in May? It's not a coincidence. May is a very feminine, powerful energy. It's a month that we really dive deep into that feminine aspect. The yin aspect, the dark goddess aspect. Fertility, abundance. These fruits are now growing. Everything, the seeds that you've been planting, those thoughts, those actions, those deeds, those feelings, they're all coming into fruition now. And the full moon is helping to activate it. With these freaking retrogrades, with everything that's happening right now, it's a lot. With the eclipses, transformation, change, endings is here. Let go of that dead weight. Let go of the past. Let go of the things that are holding you back. Stop living in the past. You can't see where you're going if you're still staring in the rearview mirror. Let it go. Let those situations and people go. It's time. It's time. Because you keep running around in circles doing the same thing, you're going to drive yourself mad or just go crazy and be dizzy. That change has to happen. And I believe that change is here. And I'm optimistic. And I definitely know that these energies, all of us, none of us are going to come through this the same. Everybody's going through a rebirth and a transformation. And whether you're ready for it or not, it's happening. So the more you try to go against this energy, the more painful it's going to be. Right now, stop trying to control shit. Let that ego die. Release the need to control and just go with the flow. Stop forcing shit. Flow with it. You feel me? So, family, thank you so much for tuning in. I know that we channeled a lot right now, and I definitely want you to journal at this time, pay attention to your dreams at this time, and also be wary and mindful of the people that are around you. Are they feeding you? What wolf are you feeding? Are you feeding the wolf that has negative energy, always making you feel bad about yourself? Or are you feeding the positive wolf that's always feeding you love, that's always making you feel supported and safe and secure? Feed those who feed you. And starve the energy that's just starving you. Starve the energy that's not taking care of you. Starve the energy that is poisoning you. You always have a choice. Ashe. And before I go, I do want to mention, before I forget, family, as we talking about investing in yourself, I do have a sale that's going on right now, and it ends today. It's 20% off all classes. Like I always say, tapping into yourself, learning about self, having knowledge of self. All of this magic stuff is really just about learning about you. Learning about nature. Learning about how you are the universe. The universe learning about itself. So, the code is Black Magic, all caps, right? Magic spelled MAGICK. No spaces. And it's on my website, and it's in the link in bio. So, family, thank you so much for tuning in, sending everybody healing, and I'm excited to see how we emerge out of this. All of us phoenixes. Until next time, I love you guys. Peace.